Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chain. So today I'm going to talk about runes. Runes have been flying the last few days here. You know, we've seen so many runes just run up like crazy. Cats and the sats here alone. This has done, I don't even know what kind of return. This was at maybe a couple pennies, not even a week ago. It has done exponential returns already in literally a week. We're starting to see a lot of runes really move. And a lot of people are, I feel like, kind of sidelined on runes. They don't really see, you know, runes popular because, obviously they launched a while ago. They died out for a little bit, but they are coming back very hard right now. So I'm very bullish on runes. I'm gonna just give you guys a bunch right now. If you didn't see my past videos, I talked about a lot of the best ones in my opinion that were somewhat bottomed out. Some of them have been moving a little bit already, but at the same time, some of them were already up a little bit. But Satoshi Nakamoto, that's still like a top pick of mine. Just it's Satoshi Nakamoto at 30 million or 33 million now. It hasn't really moved too much, but I do expect this one, once it turns around, to turn around very hard. I like this. I feel like it's a very strong part of a portfolio. We've seen Dog have an explosive run. I actually want to pull it up here. So Dog go to the moon. Like, for real though. It says, finally, yeah, market cap 675 now. When it launched, it went around this high, dumped all the way down. It's back up. It broke through its all-time high. It looks like it might bounce around for a little while. But, it might do something like this and then continue. But I think this is the beginning of runes really about to take off. Once Dog goes into heavy price discovery, I think this is short term. This might hit a billion into maybe a couple $1 billion in market cap. Because again, when you're talking about runes here, we're talking about meme coins on native Bitcoin, which is super interesting. It's definitely not like at the speed of trading meme coins on Solana or something like that. But it's definitely, it's something that you guys should not be fading. And again, I think Dog is a great part of a portfolio. It is very high in market cap in comparison, to very smaller. I'm sorry, very small or smaller rune tokens right now. But I think for a safer bet, and again, nothing in crypto is safe. Like, always keep that in mind. But a safer bet, than these very high risk, micro cap runes, I would say would probably be Dog or RSIC. Even though RSIC I don't really talk about too much, they are doing a lot as well. And same thing, this one's about a third, about the size of Dog here, but obviously it's not a dog. It's kind of just for their brand, for RSIC, right? Pups World Peace, we got 160 million. That one's like moving to up 40%. BAMK, this one's down heavy. This one had a huge run. This was at like 50 something million. Not like maybe a week ago. It's starting to come down. The Donald Trump on runes has been cooking. Literally 2 days ago, this is at like maybe 10 to 12 million. Wanko Manko, personally, this is like a favorite of mine. This is still bottomed out at 11 or 12 million in market cap. I think this has potential to go into the few hundred millions. Personally, I really like Wanko. It's a very odd one, but that's mainly the reason why I'm very bullish on it. It is just very different and weird in comparison to 95% of the other runes. I like Waddle Waddle. Pangu starting to move at 9 million. I'm really curious to see though in like 6 months to 12 months, if we come back to like a video like this, just looking at looking at the general market caps of these coins, like kind of what we're gonna be seeing, right? I'm very curious. Because I wouldn't be surprised to see all of these, maybe a lot of them, up minimum 5, 10, 20x, right? Mr. Yen's probably one of my favorites right now. Still only at 4 million. I think anything under 5 to 10 million for this is very undervalued still. At 4 million, like I personally might have to jump in even more. We did call this in the Discord a few days ago. But yeah, this is probably my highest conviction rune at the moment, mainly because, on Twitter, Mr. Yen has been so active, posting videos, talking about his son, super bullish. I like it. I like the general meme of it. I actually think it's really funny. And I know I've talked in other videos too. I've been waiting for that cult-like rune community, but I still have not found it on runes yet. But outside of that, I'm still just, we're still just looking at runes, just taking it for what it is right now, right? Just the coins that are here. And a lot of these are just gonna run, especially like these micro cap Trump coins on runes, they potentially could run over time. You never know, but as you can see, like the micro cap, small cap coins are just starting to move out of nowhere, right? So look at that, Pop Tart, Nyan Cat up 1,000%. The first Bitcoin dog at these are just so speculative, right? 400K in market cap, the Rickroll rune. Like these are probably gonna have an effect just like random meme coins on Solana or ETH or Base, right? Sometimes it's like if the dog is just funny, the dog is cool, or this animal is funny, whatever. Sometimes they just get traction out of nowhere. And again, once way more attention is flooding into runes, I feel like the same thing is going to happen for a ton of these microcaps. Like even this one, the Michael Saylor. This could definitely get a lot more attention, especially if Michael Saylor goes on an interview in a few months out of nowhere talking about Bitcoin again. This will probably pump very heavily, little things like that. It's just really random, but at the same time, I think a lot of these can run, but again, this is probably one of the most high risk asset classes in crypto. Keep that in mind, because guys, especially when attention falls out from runes, the amount of liquidity flowing between certain coins is going to be very minimal. So there's a good chance you might not even be able to sell too many of your coins. You'll be able to sell it and list it, but as far as people and buyers actually coming in to buy it is going to be very minimal. So keep that in mind, especially when you're looking to just ape into random coins, right? Which is why, I think even for runes, I recommend just sticking to, very, I'd say a more safe, and again, nothing in crypto is safe, right? But stick to like very proven rune coins, and then gamble on maybe some smaller cap ones. Like I don't know, I think it's definitely a safer bet to be doing that. I think even for runes right now, because the attention is so slim, even to be betting on coins like that are at 16 million in market cap, right? Even if the charts are starting to move, because even just the general crypto Twitter bubble and everyone around who are in crypto, the attention in comparison to on ETH, on Sol, and everything is like 5%, right? We still got most of the people that are a part of, all other parts of crypto, right? That eventually will still flood into runes a lot more. And then eventually we got, people outside of crypto that will flock into it, right? So we could have two major waves of runes. Because like I said, the runes, I don't say runes culture, but the runes slash BRC20 Bitcoin DeFi space, I think is a lot smaller than, a lot of different other narratives out there, right? Like the crypto gaming narrative to AI, people on ETH, a lot of them don't mess with Bitcoin. A lot of Solana people don't really mess with Bitcoin, and some people mess with all of it, like me. But I believe in runes very heavily because I loved bottomed out charts. I love when hype fades away from something so new because the opportunity is here. And it's looking at you in the face right now saying, look, this is going to start popping off. There are going to be 10 to 20 X's left and right. I give it maybe another 2 weeks before all these market caps are probably double or triple. You know, I don't know. I firmly believe that. I know a lot of especially the lower caps that I've been finding, probably going to be a lot higher over the next month to 2 months. But keep in mind that this does affect, or does have an effect on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin decides to dump and stay down for the next month, then we might not see runes have that pump yet. I'm speculating on the fact that new highs will be coming fairly soon for Bitcoin within the next 2 months. And then I do see runes pumping within the next 2 months, either right alongside Bitcoin or right after Bitcoin decides to finally pump, break into new highs, and then consolidate again after it's moving, right? So that's where like a new asset class, it's just good to get in at the bottom at low points. Or honestly, if you just find an undervalued community, undervalued like meme coin at a low market cap, and you just get in and sit on it and wait. That's like all you gotta do, right? You don't have to be trading in and out of these coins, because it's still at a time where attention is minimal. That's where you should be focusing, is where attention isn't, right? I think that's the most important thing in crypto. But as you can see, yeah, like degens are starting to pick up on the very low micro cap coins. I'm probably about to start. I'm gonna start probably degenning a little bit more into a few that I believe in as well. But outside of that, that's what I got for you guys today. Just wanted to share a few of those, and to just make sure you guys are starting to pay attention more to runes. Just play it like a long-term game. Don't look to just trade it. Just get in, at low points. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research looking into this stuff. I'm not trying to just say this is a buy signal for everything, but in my opinion, everything looks great to be looking for an entry. Not actually jumping in, but just taking a peek, looking at the market, right? But outside of that, that's what I got for you guys today. And just be smart, guys. Come on. Play it smart, play it safe in this market. Don't ape your entire life savings into, meme economics, thinking it's going to do a 50x. Play it safe. But that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate you watching. Start paying attention to runes, because they will flood your timeline again. They will flood YouTube again at some point. They will be hype again at some point. And I'm trying to let you guys know way ahead of time. So watch my other videos as well. I'll link them at some point in the video. Probably earlier, later, maybe right here. I'll link them maybe a week ago when I talked about some of these runes. So outside of that, that's what I got for you guys today, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.